Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about filters. So, what is a filter? What are the different types of filters? And what is the ripple factor? What is the ripple factor of the filters? All these things we have discussed in the last session. So, just you will see what is a filter. See here. So the output of rectifier contains both DC component and AC components. So the unwanted AC components present in the output are called ripples. So to remove that ripples from the output of a rectifier, we use the filter circuits, right? So to remove the ripple content, we are using the filters. So the ripple content of rectified output can be filtered by connecting an inductor is in series with the RL and a capacitor in parallel with the RL. The output from rectifiers is not pure DC due to the ripple content. In a half wave rectifier, ripple content is 121%, whereas in full wave rectifier it is 48%. Okay, so these are the filter input waveforms and output waveforms. So all these things we have discussed in the last session. So the types of filters are inductor filter, capacitor filter, LC filter and CLC filters. So inductor is a circuit diagram of inductor filter. So it blocks the AC component, the inductor blocks the AC component and allows the DC component. So in here the inductor is always connected in series with the load resistor. So in inductor filter, ripple factor can be decreased either by increasing the inductor value or decreasing the load resistance. So here the decreasing of load resistance is preferred rather than increasing of inductor value, because the size of the inductor increases, size of the inductor is large, weight and cost also increases. So here the inductor filter is more effective only when the load resistance is small. So it is the ripple factor of the inductor filter. So it is 1 by ripple factor of the inductor filter is RL by 3 root 2 omega L. In this, the ripple factor can be decreased either by increasing inductor value or decreasing the load resistance. And the next one is capacitor filter. So it is a circuit diagram of capacitor filter. So input and output waveforms. See here the capacitor is connected in parallel with the load resistor. So here the capacitor allows AC and it blocks the DC signal. The capacitor is always connected in parallel with the load resistor. So during the positive half cycle of the input, the diode D1 conducts and charges the capacitor to the peak value of V maximum. The input voltage, when the input voltage falls below the V maximum, the diode stops conducting. Now the capacitor starts discharging through the RL and the capacitor voltage decreases. So the discharging of the capacitor continues until the diode D2 starts conducting again in the next half cycle and charges the capacitor. So this is about capacitor filter, and the ripple factor is 1 by 4 root 3 FC RL. So if you combine the inductor filter and capacitor filter, it forms a LC filter. So here the ripple factor can be made independent of RL by combining inductor and capacitor filters. So it is the ripple factor of the inductor LC filter, and final one is CLC filter or pi filter. Okay, so these are the comparisons of the capacitor, inductor and pi filters. So all these things we have discussed in the last session. Today in the today's session we are going to discuss about clippers and clamper circuit. So we'll see what is a clipper. The clipper circuit clips off a portion of the input signal without distorting the remaining part of the alternating waveform. Clipper circuit clips off a portion of the input signal without distorting the remaining part of the alternating waveform. There are two types of clippers here. First one is series clipper and second one is parallel clipper. Depending on the orientation of the diode, the positive and negative regions of the input signal is clipped off. the positive and negative regions of the input signal is clipped off. So we'll see what is a clipper. Here the clipping of a waveform is the most common technique that applies to the input signal. So to adopt them so that they may lie within the operating range of the electronic circuits, the clipping of waveforms can be done by eliminating the portions of the waveform which crosses the input range of the circuit. So to avoid the noise, to reject the noise, we are using the clippers. See here, so series clipper. Series clipper. So it is defined as one where the diode is in series with the load. In the series clipper, the diode is in series with the load. In the parallel clipper, the diode is in parallel to the load. In the series clipper, the diode is connected in series with the load, and in the parallel clipper, the diode is connected in parallel with the load. Here the half wave rectifier circuit is similar to a series clipper circuit. The half wave rectifier circuit, so see this circuit diagram, it looks like a half wave rectifier circuit. The half wave rectifier circuit is similar to a series clipper circuit. If the diode is in series, clipper circuit is in forward biased condition. The output waveform at the load follows the input waveform. So in this half wave rectifier, the output waveform follows the input waveform. In the series clippers, see here, it is a series negative clipper. Circuit diagram, input waveform, output waveform on the transfer characteristics. So series negative clipper. During the positive half cycle, the diode D is forward biased and acts as a short circuit. Then V0 equal to Vi. In the series negative clipper, during the positive half cycle, see here, during the positive half cycle, the diode D is forward biased. The diode D is forward biased and acts as a short circuit. Then V0 equal to Vi. So in the output waveform, see here, in the output waveform, during the positive half cycle, the output follows the input cycle. The output follows the input. Okay. So then V0 equal to Vi in the positive half cycle. During the negative half cycle, the diode D is reverse biased and acts as an open circuit. In the negative half cycle, diode D is reverse biased and acts as a open circuit. Then V0 equal to 0 volts. So the negative half cycle of the input voltage gets clipped off. That means then here the negative half cycle is removed. Okay. Here there is no negative half cycle. Only in the positive half cycle, diode conducts, then the output follows the input. But in the negative half cycle, the diode is in reverse biased condition, then there is no output. Here the negative half cycle is clipped. So it is a negative clipper. In the negative clipper, the negative cycle is going to remove. It is going to clipped. So that is the series negative clipper. So these are the transfer characteristics. See here the input waveform, so on the output waveform. That is the series negative clipper. So series positive clipper. See here, in the series positive clipper, the diode is connected in reverse biased condition. So here the positive cycle is going to remove. In the series positive clipper, the positive cycle is going to remove. So during the positive half cycle, the diode D is reverse biased and acts as an open circuit. See here, in the positive half cycle, diode D is in reverse biased condition and it acts as an open circuit. So then V0 equal to 0 volts. V0 equal to 0 volts. During the negative half cycle, the diode D is forward biased and acts as a short circuit. During the negative half cycle, D is forward biased in the positive clipper and it acts as a short circuit. So then V naught equal to Vi. Then V naught equal to Vi. So here the positive half cycle of the input voltage gets removed. The positive half cycle of the input voltage gets removed. So it is series positive clipper. In the series negative clipper, the negative portion of the negative cycle is going to remove, but in the series positive clipper, the positive portion of the cycle is going to remove. Next one is parallel positive clipper. Parallel positive clipper. Here the diode is connected parallel to the load. Parallel positive clipper. So in the parallel positive clipper, during the positive half cycle, the diode D is forward biased and it acts as a short circuit. See here in the positive half cycle, diode D is forward biased. So diode acts as a short circuit. If the diode acts as a short circuit, then there is no output. So here, see here, the output will be 0. The output will be 0 because the diode is connected in parallel condition. The diode is connected in parallel condition, so there is no output during the positive half cycle. So during the positive half cycle, the diode D is forward biased and it acts as a short circuit. Then V naught equal to 0 volts. During the negative half cycle, the diode D is reverse biased and acts as a open circuit. So during the negative half cycle, so D is in reverse biased condition. So diode is in reverse biased condition. Then the output here, see here, if the diode is in reverse biased condition, then this voltage passes to output side. So the diode acts as an open circuit, then the V naught equal to Vi. So here in this condition, the output follows the input. So hence the positive half cycle of the input voltage gets removed. The positive half cycle of the input voltage gets removed. Next one is parallel negative clipper. Parallel negative clipper. So see the circuit diagram, input and output waveforms of the parallel negative clipper. Here the diode is connected in reverse biased condition. So it is a parallel negative clipper. Here also the negative signal is going to remove. The negative signal is going to remove. So in the positive half cycle, see here, in the positive half cycle, so the diode D becomes reverse biased, it acts as an open circuit, then the V naught output follows the input. See here in the output voltage, so it follows the input voltage. So V naught equal to Vi. In the negative half cycle, the diode D is in forward biased condition, it acts as a short circuit, then V naught equal to 0. So in the parallel negative clipper, V naught becomes 0 in the negative half cycle. So in the parallel negative and positive clippers, the diode connected in parallel condition, whereas in series positive clipper and series negative clipper, the diode is connected in series with the load resistor. Okay, so it is about series clipper and parallel clipper. Okay, so these are the clippers. Next we will discuss about clampers. So clamper circuit. What is a clamper circuit? So a clamper is an electronic circuit that changes the DC level of a signal to the desired level without changing the shape of the applied signal without changing the shape of the input signal. So the clampers can also be referred as DC restorer. DC restorer. So clamper circuit or DC restorer circuit. So clamping circuits are designed to shift the input waveform either above or below the DC reference level. So clamper circuit. So clampers means the clamping circuits are designed to shift the input waveform either above or below the DC reference level without altering the input voltage. So without changing the input voltage, it is shifting the input waveform either above or below the DC reference level. So here the clamper circuit moves the whole signal up or down to set either the positive peak or negative peak of the signal at the desired level. So see the input waveform and the output waveform of the clamper circuit. So a clamper is an electronic circuit that changes the DC level of a signal to the desired level without changing the shape of the input signal. So here the clamper circuit moves the whole signal up or down to set either the positive peak or negative peak of the signal at the desired level. So it is the positive clamper circuit. So see here, positive clamper circuit. In this circuit we are having the capacitor, diode and the load resistor. So it is the input waveform. So see the output waveform. Here the input waveform is shifted upward. The input waveform is shifted upward based on the reference level. So in the positive clamper circuit, so during the positive half cycle, the diode is in forward biased condition. See here, during the positive half cycle, so the diode is in reverse biased condition and it acts as an open circuit. So during the positive half cycle, the diode is in reverse biased condition and it acts as an open circuit. So then the output follows the input, right? So here the diode is connected in parallel condition. So that's why if the diode is in reverse biased condition, then we have the output here. Here the output follows the input. The output follows the input. Okay. So during the first negative half cycle, diode is reverse biased. So during the first negative half cycle, diode is reverse biased and it acts as a short circuit. One second. See here, in the negative half cycle, the diode is in forward biased condition and it acts as a short circuit. So if the diode is short circuited, then the capacitor charges to the peak value Vm. When the capacitor charges to the peak value and the output is 0. Then the output is 0. So then the time the voltage across the diode is Vin plus V maximum. Vin plus V maximum. So that is Vin plus V maximum is greater than 0. Therefore the diode is reverse bias. Okay. So clamper circuit means it is an electronic circuit that changes the DC level of a signal to the desired level without changing the shape of the input signal. So it is also called as DC restorer circuit. DC restorer circuit. This circuit moves the whole signal up or down to set either the positive peak or negative peak of the signal. Okay. So it is a positive clamper circuit. Here during the positive half cycle, diode is forward biased and diode is reverse biased and it acts as an open circuit and the output follows the input cycle. During the negative half cycle, the diode is forward biased and it acts as a short circuit. The capacitor charges to the peak value, so it charges to the maximum value, then the output is 0. So in this time, the voltage across the diode is Vin plus V maximum. Vin plus V maximum. So here V0 equal to Vin plus V maximum. So from this, if Vin equal to minus V maximum and V naught equal to 0 volts, and V naught equal to Vin plus Vm, if Vin equal to 0, then V naught equal to V maximum. So during the second positive half cycle, diode still forward biased because voltage across the diode is Vin plus Vm, therefore the output voltage is V maximum. So during second negative half cycle, diode still reverse biased because voltage across the diode is Vin plus Vm, therefore the output voltage is V maximum. So it is a negative clamper circuit. In the negative clamper circuit, during the positive half cycle of the diode, here during the positive half cycle, the diode is in forward biased condition and it acts as a short circuit. During the negative half cycle, the voltage appear across the diode is minus 2 Vm. Therefore, the diode is reverse biased and it acts as a open circuit. So see the circuit diagrams of negative clamper. Okay. So clampers can be classified into two types. They are positive clamper and negative clampers. So clampers are divided into two types: positive clamper and negative clamper. So this one is positive clamper. In the positive clamper, so here the clamping circuit shifts the input waveform in a positive direction. The clamping circuit shifts the input waveform in a positive direction. So the waveform lies above a DC reference voltage. Here the waveform lies above a DC reference voltage. In the negative clamper, it shifts the input waveform in a negative direction. It shifts the input waveform in a negative direction, that is in the negative clamper. Here the waveform lies below a DC reference voltage. In the negative clamper, the waveform lies below a DC reference voltage. But in the positive clamper, the waveform lies above a DC reference voltage, but in the negative clamper, the waveform lies below a DC reference voltage. Here the direction of the diode in the clamping circuit determines the clamper circuit type. The operation of a clamping circuit is basically depends on the switching time constants of the capacitor. Here the capacitor charges through the diode and discharges through the load. So the capacitor is used in the clamper circuit. So this capacitor charges through the diode and discharges through the load. So in the negative clamper, it consists of a diode connected in parallel with the load. Here the diode is connected in parallel with the load. The capacitor used in the clamping circuit can be chosen such that it must charge very quickly and it should not discharge very drastically. So here the anode of the diode is connected to the capacitor. See here, the anode is connected to the capacitor. The positive terminal is connected to the capacitor. The anode of the diode is connected to the capacitor and cathode to the ground. Here the cathode is connected to ground and anode is connected to capacitor. So during the positive half cycle of the input, the diode is in forward bias, and as the diode conducts, the capacitor charges very quickly. Okay, the capacitor charges very quickly. So during the negative half cycle of the input, the diode will be in reverse bias and the diode will not conduct. The output voltage will be equal to the sum of the applied input voltage and the charge stored in the capacitor. So in the negative half cycle, the diode will be in the reverse bias and the diode will not conduct. The output voltage will be equal to the sum of the applied input voltage and the charge stored in the capacitor during the reverse bias. Okay, so it is about clippers and clampers. Clippers and clamper circuits. Okay, with this I am going to stop the presentation. Thank you. Yeah, 1 second. So if we see the applications of the clipper, we will see the applications of the clippers and clampers. So see the applications of the clippers. So clippers can be used as freewheeling diodes in protecting the transistors from transient effects by connecting the diodes in parallel with the inductive load. So commonly used in power supplies, clippers are used in power supplies. So clippers are used in FM transmitters for removing the excess ripples in the signals above a certain noise level. You see the applications of clampers. So clampers can be frequently used in removing the distortions and identification of polarity of the circuits. For improving the reverse recovery time, clampers are used. Clamping circuits can be used as voltage doublers. So clampers are used in test equipments. These are the applications of clippers and clampers. Okay, thank you.